Hi, this is Michael Buckhoff from BetterTOEFLScores.com. Today, I want to talk about idiomatic expressions and the TOEFL iBT. First of all, you know that on the TOEFL, you'll have a lot of listening. You'll have a listening section, which is anywhere from 60 to 90 minutes long. You also have listening in the speaking and listening on the writing section. Now, idiomatic expressions, you are likely to hear them on the listening and the speaking parts of the TOEFL. I'll tell you why. On the listening section, you do have some campus-related type conversations in which students are talking among themselves, or maybe a professor and a student are discussing something, but in either case, this could be informal type English, and you are likely to hear idioms. For example, we're all in the same boat, or I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place, those kinds of things. Now also, during the speaking part of the TOEFL, you also hear some campus-related conversations, and you will also hear idiomatic expressions during those listening passages. On the other hand, because the lecture in the writing, the integrated writing is fairly formal, you're not likely to hear a lot of idiomatic expressions during the integrated writing, at least the lecture there. But okay, my advice I want to give you right now is when you're doing academic writing, the TOEFL independent and integrated writing tasks, because those are more formal situations and because idioms are more appropriate in informal type situations, I would encourage you not to use idiomatic expressions during that part of the test. However, during the speaking section, when you are doing some speaking tasks, if you want to use some phrasal verbs and some idioms during the speaking tasks, that does make you sound more natural, more like a native speaker, and I think it can help you get a higher score. In the next part of this video, you're going to hear a series of idiomatic expressions. You'll hear the idiom, you'll hear an explanation, and you also hear a sample sentence. Now, I could just give you a handout where you could read all these, but I recommend that you use this video to actually learn these idioms. So I'm asking you to do what's called listening dictation. I want you to write down what you hear so that you can learn these things, and then you're more likely to use them in your speaking, and you're more likely to recognize them in your listening abilities. All right, good luck. Here they are.
About to. Almost ready to. I'm about to leave for work now. Add up. Make sense. Be logical. All of the evidence in the case just doesn't add up. All at once. Suddenly. Without warning. All at once I heard gunshots in the alley. As a rule. Generally. Customarily. As a rule, the professor allows you to turn in your paper sometimes a day or two after the deadline. At ease. Not nervous. Calm. It's important during your job interview to try to put yourself at ease. At the drop of a hat. Quickly, without any preparation time. I can go at the drop of a hat. Back out of. Withdraw an offer. Stephen decided to back out of his date after he saw a picture of her. Bank on. Depend on. Count on. You can bank on my help when you're working on your research paper. Be my guest. Do what you want. Feel free. Help yourself. The first speaker says, "Can I have something to eat in your refrigerator?" The second speaker goes, "Be my guest." Be rusty. Need practice or review. I am a little bit rusty on my Spanish right now. I think I need more practice. Beats me. I don't know. I have no idea. The first speaker says, "Do you know how to get to Jacksonville, Florida?" The second speaker says, "Beats me." Better off. An improved condition. I think I'm better off now than I was 5 years ago. Bite off more than one can chew. Take on more responsibility than one can handle. I think taking calculus, physics, astronomy, and math all in the same quarter, I have bitten off more than I can chew. Bound to, certain to, sure to. The professor is bound to give our papers back next class. Break down, stop functioning. My car broke down last week. Break in on someone. I'm sorry to break in on your conversation, but did you see Julie? Break the ice. Break through social barriers. Sometimes at a party to break the ice, people will have a game before the beginning. Break the news to someone. I'm sorry to break the news to you, but you will now have to begin your military service. Break up. End. Okay, I think it's time to break up our meeting. We've already discussed what we needed to, so let's go home. Break up with someone. Stop being a couple, a boyfriend and a girlfriend. Takahiro decided to break up with his girlfriend Hiroko. They're no longer seeing each other. A breeze, something very easy. Passing the TOEFL test is a breeze. Bring about, cause to happen. I think we should bring about some changes in our classroom. Maybe we should talk to the professor. Bring up. Raise a child. Introduce a topic, for example. So you could say, my grandmother brought me up since my parents were dead. Brush up on. Review, study. I think we should brush up on our English skills a little bit. Bump into, meet unexpectedly, run into. I bumped into an old friend at the mall the other day. By and large, mostly, generally, on the whole. By and large, there are grammar questions on the TOEFL which center around dependent and independent clauses. By heart. Have you learned these idioms by heart? By no means. By no means will your professor allow you to submit your assignment past the due date.